Assalamualaikum and good morning to Madam and everyone. My name is Nur Akasha binti Syarul Azni and these are my group members. Today, I will be presenting the introduction and the purpose and function of zinc coating steel as a protection method for building steel structures. Steel is one of the most important construction materials because it has high strength, excellent durability, and the ability to support heavy loads. It is widely used in the construction of buildings, bridges, factories, warehouses, towers, and many other structures. However, despite its strength, steel has one major weakness. When it is exposed to moisture, oxygen, rain, or chemicals in the environment, it reacts and forms rust, also known as corrosion. Corrosion gradually weakens the steel, reduces its load-carrying capacity, shortens its service life, and increases maintenance and repair costs. So, to overcome this problem, steel must be protected using different types of protective coatings. One of the most common and effective methods is zinc coating. It is also known as galvanizing. Zinc coating is a process where a layer of zinc is applied to the surface of steel. This zinc layer acts as a shield, protecting the steel from corrosion, ensuring that the structure remains strong, durable, and safe for many years. Now, I will explain the purpose and functions of zinc coating steel. The first function is to prevent corrosion. Zinc forms a protective barrier on the steel surface that prevents water, oxygen, and other corrosive substances from reaching the steel. Since these elements cannot come into direct contact with the steel, rust is significantly reduced, helping to preserve the structural strength of building. The second function is to extend the service life of steel structures. By protecting the steel from corrosion, zinc coating slows down deterioration and allows steel structures to remain in good condition for several decades with very little maintenance. This makes galvanized steel a cost-effective solution for long-term construction projects. The third function is to provide sacrificial protection, also known as cathodic protection. Zinc is more reactive than steel, so if the coating is scratched or damaged, the zinc will corrode first instead of the steel. This unique property continues to protect the exposed steel until the surrounding zinc is completely consumed, making zinc coating much more reliable than ordinary paint coatings. The fourth function is to reduce maintenance and repair costs because zinc coating provides long-lasting protection. Steel structure require less frequent repainting, repairs, and inspections. This helps save both maintenance costs and labor costs throughout the life of the structure. The fifth function is to improve durability in harsh environments. Zinc coats still performs well in coastal areas, industrial zone, humid climates, and places with heavy rainfall, where corrosion usually occurs more quickly. This makes galvanized steel suitable for bridges, transmission tower, warehouses, factories, and many other outdoor structures. The fifth function is to improve durability in harsh environments. Zinc coats still perform well in coastal areas, industrial zones, humid climates, and places with heavy rainfall where corrosion usually occurs more quickly. This makes galvanized steel suitable for bridges, transmission tower, warehouses, factories, and many other outdoor structures.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Marisa Dania Haikal binti Harun Nizam and my student ID is 2024805504. Today, I will talk about the method of installation for protection building steel structure using zinc coating steel. The first step of method installation is surface preparation. Before applying the zinc coating, the steel components are carefully inspected for rust, oil, grease, dirt, welding slag, and mild scale. The surface is then cleaned by degreasing, pickling, or abrasive blasting, depending on the selected coating method. Finally, we ensure that the steel surface is completely clean and dry before moving to the next process. After coating, the galvanized steel is allowed to cool naturally or in quench tank. Any excess zinc or sharp projection are removed, and if there are any minor defect, they are repaired using zinc-rich paint or zinc spray to maintain complete protection. After that, the coated steel then undergoes inspection and quality control. A visual inspection is carried out to ensure the coating is continuous and free from defects. The coating thickness is measured using a coating thickness gauge, and adhesion is checked to ensure the zinc coating meets the required project specification. Once the inspection is complete, the galvanized steel is transported to the construction site. During handling, soft sling or padded lifting equipment are used to prevent damage to the protective coating. The steel structure is then installed according to approved construction drawings. If any coating damage occurs during transportation or installation, is it repaired using approved zinc-rich repair materials. For the final step is the final inspection. All installed steel members are inspected to ensure the protective coating remains intact, and the repair areas are checked to confirm they meet the required coating thickness and quality standards. Once all inspections are successfully complete, the steel structure is approved and ready for service. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Wan Nur Kaisara Batrisha binti Wan Ibrahim. Now I want to talk about the advantages of using this construction method. As we know, steel is incredibly strong, but it has one weakness, which is corrosion. That's why zinc coating or galvanizing is one of the most effective ways to protect the steel structure from bridges to buildings. Firstly, the corrosion protection. Zinc coating works two ways. It forms a barrier that seals steel from moisture and oxygen. And even if that coating gets scratched, the zinc still protects the steel under it. That's called sacrificial protections. Because of this, galvanized steel can last 50 years or more. Secondly, the cost and durability. It also saves money in long term. That can help the less maintenance, fewer inspections, and no repeated repainting. And unlike paint, hot dip galvanizing bond directly with the steel, making it far more resistant to scratches and impact during handling and installations. Thirdly, the speed. The process is fast too. Structures are ready almost immediately after coating and cooling. It is meaning shorter construction timelines and less downtime. Next, the sustainability. Zinc is 100% recyclable, and because galvanized steel lasts so much longer, it replaces material less often. That can help reducing paint, solvent use, and environmental impact over the time. Finally, galvanizing gives a clean, uniform finish, and coating thickness can be verified against the international standards. That can help ensuring the consistent quality. In short, zinc coating protects steel, save money, speed up construction, and support the sustainability. That's why it remains a trusted choice in modern construction.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Farah Fakri Faliha binti Muhammad Samsul Rizal, and I will be presenting the advantage and conclusion. Why zinc coating offers incredible protection? It's important to understand its limitation and disadvantage before choosing it for a project. First, let's talk about cost. Galvanized steel carries a higher initial price tag compared to a non-galvanized steel due to the intensive coating process. Second, maintenance isn't entirely eliminated. If the coating is compromised, repairing it requires specialized methods such as applying zinc-rich paint or utilizing thermal spraying techniques. Third, the zinc coating isn't invisible. It can be physically scratched or damaged during transportation, heavy handling, or installation outside. Finally, environmental factors play a massive role. The protection zinc layer will deteriorate much faster in harsh environments, particularly in areas exposed to strong acids, severe industrial pollution, or high soil content near coastal regions. So, let's move on to another disadvantage, which is galvanized steel is susceptible to developing what we call white rust. This happens when the material is stored in damp, humid conditions with poor ventilations, which prevent the zinc from forming its stable, protective outside layer. Proper storage is critical for a galvanized steel. So finally, we have come to a conclusion, which is zinc coating remains one of the single most effective and reliable methods for protecting steel structures from corrosion and rust. Yes, the initial costs are higher, and yes, it requires careful handling during installation to avoid damage. However, when you look at the big picture, the long-term benefits far outweigh these drawbacks. However, it drastically increased the durability and service life of steel, while significantly slashing maintenance costs over time. Whether it's for building, bridge, or major infrastructure project, zinc-coated steel stands out as a highly practical, reliable, and cost-effective for creating strong and long-lasting structures. That's all from us. Thank you.